Personally, I like to be grateful to the people who make this channel possible by supporting The Habit at patreon.com/doseofbuckley, and would never call someone broke for not doing that. But hey, that's just me. Let's find out how I'm supposed to be doing this. When I first started A Dose of Buckley, I was inspired by creators who came before me that became self-sufficient by selling on-brand merch and content without resorting to ads or becoming shills. The brothers Chapman of Homestar Runner. They created cartoons for like 10 years, sustained by just selling t-shirts and DVDs. Maddox of the Best Page in the Universe got a book deal. He never ran ads or slapped his name on some foot-long hot dogs and called them Maddox's Man Meat or some shit. David Thorne of 27B/6, probably best known to old internet fans as the seven-legged spider email guy, has self-published 9 books. None of those people, to my knowledge, have ever lent their name to some shitty product because someone drove a truckload of money to their house. That's because they're fucking idiots who like being poor. Not like our pal Pokimane. Pokimane, for the uninitiated, is the 10th most followed streamer on Twitch, and most followed lady streamer. To her credit, she does actually play video games. She's not a hot tub streamer. I'm sure she does do the occasional reaction content, but it seems like the majority of her content is her actually playing video games on the website where people go to watch people play video games. Good for her. But being the 10th most popular streamer isn't enough. So, she's decided to branch out. Oh, like partnering with a company that makes headsets or gamer chairs or controllers or something like that? You know, something gamers use? No, that would make sense. No, she's getting into the food industry. Because, well, I guess gamers eat. In fact, we know gamers eat. But she's getting into the health food game with her Myna Midnight Mini Cookies. These GMO-free, gluten-free, high in vitamin D cookies are $7 for a 4-ounce, 114-gram bag, sold in 4 packs for $28. But check this out. If you buy an 8-pack, they're still $7 a bag. There's no discount for bulk buying. For perspective, I suppose, a 13-ounce pack of Chips Ahoy gluten-filled fat fuck no vitamins at all cookies are $3.78 at Walmart. So over 3 times as much food for about half the cost. And now you know why America's obese. But, as some pointed out, to give even more perspective, they're made by the same company as Tootsie Midnight Mini Cookies. Pokimane couldn't even be bothered to name them something fucking different. And they're $9.99 at Costco for a 14-ounce bag. The equivalent for Pokimane's cookies would be $24.50. Anyway, she was accused of drop shipping, to which she responded by saying that they're different ratios of ingredients. And of course, the added vitamin D. Oh, it's the vitamin D that makes them $14.50 more. I didn't realize that the vitamin you can literally get from leaving your house for 5 minutes was so expensive. She then defends this by saying, around 70 to 80% of the foods you see in grocery stores are white labeled. Sure, in fact, this goes for plenty of products. My mom told me a story about working in what was basically a Canadian sweatshop when she was 16, making t-shirts. They made plain white shirts that sold for $2 retail. Remember, this is the early 70s. And Levi's shirts that sold for $5 retail. Same shirt, they just sewed a tiny Levi's patch on. Shirts now worth more than twice as much. So yes, this happens. Doesn't mean you need to take part in it. You could just not charge effectively $28 for a slightly changed thing they sell at Costco for $10 because you're the poster child for it. But me having that opinion just means that I'm poor. During one of her streams, someone made a rude comment, according to her, about how expensive they are. To which she responded,
like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Well, Pokey, as you saw, I did the math. One 14-ounce bag is $9.99 at Costco. 14 ounces worth of your cookies are $24.50. But you can't buy 14 ounces. It's 16 ounces split over 4 bags, $7 each, so it's effectively $28. So let me do a little more math for you. The average U.S. salary in 2023 is $59,428 according to Forbes. That's $1,142.85 a week, roughly $28.57 an hour for a regular 40-hour work week. Then there's taxes and such, but we'll keep it simple since math is hard and I'm an idiot. Basically, a person would have to work an hour just to buy your cookies, or work only about 20 minutes to buy the Costco cookies, and then just eat them outside to absorb some vitamin D at the same time. But is it a good idea to call your audience broke? Is this how fucking out of touch you are? These broke boys are the ones who give you all those Twitch bits that led you to earning $1.5 million in a 26-month period according to that leak from a few years ago. They make, in a year, what you make in a month. And you're mocking them? She apologized quite insincerely. She was raised in Canada, but I guess didn't learn how to properly say sorry, claiming that what I said was 100% intended to be a joke, but I see why it came off as insensitive. And again, that it was said toward one rude chatter and not a general statement or towards my community. But there are likely others in your community who, yes, think $28 for some cookies is fucking nuts, that you need to mark them up this much. Oh, but again, I'm the idiot, because you see, these aren't for them. Twitch viewers aren't her target audience. She's a multi-millionaire businesswoman who wanted to get into the market. You go to Whole Foods or Sprouts and you see these types of products everywhere. You think some yoga mom going to Whole Foods is buying the Pokimane cookies? They don't know who that is. They're not buying this unestablished brand over the $9.99 brand. Maybe this would be different if Pokimane was a fitness influencer. The only fitness she's worried about is fitness She's a person who sits at a computer and plays video games for hours at a time. How does that tie into now being a health food brand? I hate to bring up Mr. Beast twice in 2 weeks, but some pictures of his Halloween candy went viral about a month ago. The shelves full of Feastables, while all the other Halloween candy was picked clean. Why? Because parents buy Halloween candy, and parents don't know who the fuck Mr. Beast is. They know what Snickers, Mars, and Reese are, not this shit. His regular chocolate bars sell when the kids walking through Walmart with their parents go, "Oh, the Mr. Beast bars, I want one, give me that!" Oh, and this leads me to the plenty of hot takes about how this is because she's a woman. If a man does something, they don't get called out. Again, hate to bring him up this week, but Mr. Beast is literally suing to get his name off of his shitty burgers because they average a 2-star rating or lower on Yelp. People shit on them and him all the time. And shit them out. Apparently the ghost kitchens that make them constantly undercook them. But none of this matters, of course. Disheartening to see a lot of you care more about $7 cookies than mass genocide and humanitarian crises. Remember everyone, if something really bad is going on in the world, you can't share an opinion about anything that's not as bad or worse. Can't call out a woman for jacking up the price of cookies and mocking broke boys for not wanting to pay for them. A different bad thing is going on in the world, and you must focus entirely on that. Feel free to rip people off while a war's going on, guys. It's not as big a deal, so it's fine. No, this is my issue. This all takes place after, less than a year ago, she decided to deride people for going to Twitch's rival, Kick, a streaming site built on the back of a gambling platform. When asked if she'd go, she said, "Nope, no. It's not because I got, $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money?" Oh, so this doesn't compromise your morals and ethics. Slapping your name on some bullshit pseudo-health food at a jacked up price even though, as you claim, you don't need the money? Well, that's a convenient place to draw the line, I suppose. No, fuck these internet personalities who all become Gene Simmons. Gotta have your name on cereal and condoms and baby clothes. Those last two seem a little counterintuitive, but anyway, just unrelated horse shit for a few extra lousy dollars. This isn't about being able to do what you love for a living, or even a more comfortable living. And it's not even about offering a product you truly believe in or helping to solve a problem. It's about generating more money than you could ever need. Anyway, I just want to wrap things up by saying, I fucking gotcha! This whole video was actually clickbait to promote my brand new line of Buckley's adult diapers for streamers. Pissed off about having to piss in the middle of an 8-hour stream? Worried your audience will leave and go watch something else if they aren't being entertained for 2 whole minutes? Buckley's adult diapers for streamers. Your pants are your toilet. Only $100 for 50 diapers. Sure, Depends sells the same thing for $50, but what? Are you too broke to piss in my diapers? Huh, how embarrassing for you.